Spooky tea, anyone? Hello again, my friends. I'm happy to be able to write again so soon. Last night I saw the purple container again, so I was able to get an early night. I just woke up and started to write this. There are so many things that I wasn't able to tell you last time, so I guess I'll start with the ship's story. During my third night on the ship, I saw the purple container and did what the rules told me to do. I went back to my bunk and prayed until I fell asleep. The next morning, I managed to get lunch with the guys from the day shift, and they were quite nice. I told them what had happened during my shifts, and they told me the following story.
Mate, this ship's the SS Orang Medan. Ever heard of it?
No, sir, never, but the name of the boat is SS John Coping. He started to tell me about the Orang Medan.
The ship sent an eerie SOS signal in Morse code around June 1947, where two American vessels by the names of City of Baltimore and the Silver Star received the signal that said, "We float. All officers, including the captain, dead in chart room and on the bridge. Probably whole of crew dead." After some unintelligible Morse code, two more words came through. "I die." Those motherfuckers in suits said that the crew died due to unsecured hazardous materials. But I'll tell you what happened. The motherfuckers from CIA were transporting German tech from World War II, and there was a container, a purple one, which was said to contain different chemicals, but the crew reported strange noises from the container. The guys that were responsible with cargo security reported that the container was open, and that there were pentagrams drawn in blood on the walls of the container. They also say that the ship sunk, though, but we know this isn't the case.
By the time he finished the story, I was scared shitless, thinking about the rules that I'd found in my locker. But since I was still alive after encountering everything the rules had warned me about, I decided that I'd stay and work on the ship. Now that you know the ship I work on, let me tell you my encounters. The first rule is the most important, and I'll tell you why. You see, I had a co-worker for the night shift, and given that our shift starts at 8, I didn't have the time to give him the list. The poor bastard entered the engine room at 8:10 and started to check the engine mounts and fuel intake. I ran to the engine room, but I didn't get to him in time. I saw through the open door that he was with his back on the engine, searing his skin on the hot metal, and in front of him was this creature. It was 10 feet tall and had spikes from its neck to the tip of its tail. Its mouth was a mess of teeth, some protruding through its skin. Its smile was unnaturally large. The head of this thing looked like it was splitting. It looked at me with its snake-like eyes, two black slits engulfed in dark and red. I almost pissed myself. It snapped its head around and bit my co-worker deep into his torso, smashing his body into everything and anything it could find. I closed the door and just started crying. The only thing that broke the quietness of the night were my co-workers screaming, followed by silence. I couldn't sleep that night. I called my superior and told him what had happened. He told me to open the door and to do my job. He was an idiot. I opened the door expecting a gory mess, but to my surprise, the room was normal. No blood, no flesh, and no sign of my co-worker. But the room seemed to have a lingering stench like rotting eggs left out in the sun. It was also eerily normal. That week by far was the worst of my life. I cried myself to sleep every night. The second rule is pretty self-explanatory. Just have 2 crosses with you at all times. One in case you see the stairs in the engine room. The other has an eerie reasoning. You see, there is a creepy little girl that follows you around whenever you do your shifts. She is mostly harmless, but if you don't have your crosses with you, she'll charge at you. She won't kill or hurt you, but you will fall asleep and dream the most horrific dreams about your family, your friends, your pets, and about yourself. When you wake up, you'll be on the floor in the engine room. God help you if you wake up at 8:11. On a happier note, I'm very proud to announce that I have a ghost friend. When the Orang Madang sunk, there was a dog on board, and apparently, he's a ghost now. He's a very happy little fella, and besides the fact that his eyes are pure white and he radiates light, he's pretty cute. He seems to have taken a liking to me. His name is Max, and he's saved my ass already at least twice. The little girl is afraid of him, you see. I really wish all the ghosts here on the ship were like Max, but sadly I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today. The idiots from the day shift don't know how this engine works, and they're asking for my help. I'll catch up with you again soon. Stay safe.